Hi everyone. Do grandparents have different rules? Of course they do. We all know this typical stereotype that grandparents spoil their grandchildren. Well, that's true, but I'm not talking about expensive toys and lots of sweets. When I say spoil, I really mean giving your grandchild just unconditional love and lots of time that a busy parent may not have to spend with them. So that's a great way to bond with your grandchild. But what do you do if you have different rules? Well, there are a couple very basic things. If you're at your adult child's home, it's their house, their rules, and you need to follow that. Now, if your grandchild is at your house, well, your house, your rules, and they can be different. Your grandchild at home may not be allowed to eat anywhere but the kitchen. In your house, you may let them eat in the family room. That's okay, as long as you explain the rule, and kids learn that different places have different rules, and it helps build adaptability. But what you never want to do is undermine your adult child and how they want to raise their child. So you never, ever want to compromise on safety, and certainly not on basic philosophical decisions. So if your grandchild, for instance, is being raised as a vegetarian, you certainly don't want to offer any animal products in your home. So you have to be very, very aware of that and respect your adult child's decisions. But how do you reconcile some of these differences? Well, it's important to really put them in perspective. As a parent, you may feel you want to limit your child's sweets and you only want to give fruit for dessert, with a very rare occasional treat. Well, what if the grandparent decides to give extra cookies or give ice cream? You know what? Is that really going to hurt in the long run? No, it's not. So let that go. But what if you have something really important? Let's say you go to the pediatrician and the pediatrician's very concerned about your child's weight and they tell you you really need to cut out all these extra snacks. Well, you don't want a grandparent undermining that. It's important. So when you have something important, the best way to communicate that is to sit down with the grandparents and explain what you want them to follow and why. And I think by communicating that, it's really important. But handing them an 8-page letter that has all the rules listed is not going to accomplish that. The grandparent is more likely to just roll their eyes and do what they think they need to do. So remember, the most important thing is communication. Sit down, express what's really important to you, and grandparents, you need to follow it.